Hello. Hello, hello. I'm just very quickly going to do some initial setup stuff for this game. And when it comes to me, there is a lot of initial setup stuff for this game. Because that's just who I am, I guess. So first things first, I like to put up the portals. Okay, let me get my list of agents I need to install here. Agents are like, think of them as like mods for the game. I'm just gonna go down the line here. Advanced Muco. What that does is instead of having to cycle through your creatures by clicking on this little head portrait thingy up here, is you can click on this button, which wasn't always a button, and then just choose from a list what it is you want to import. I don't have a huge catalog or anything, but you know. Okay, Awkward Creeper is a source of food. Creature name tags. I don't really like. Well, I like creature name tags, I just don't really want to use it for such a small game. Let's see. Egg history update. I want the garden box. I want the Grendel upgrade. But I don't want the Banshee egg thingy here, so I'm gonna kill Hots. Hey, little tick. No problem. I actually didn't stream last Friday like I said I was gonna, because I was sick. But I'm back. I'm feeling a lot better today. Where was I? I want to install the Holistic Learning Machine patch. What else? I want Magic Words Core. I want room edits. Let's see. We don't need hand naming this time. We don't need import export this time. You know, it's been a long, long time since I last played this game for real. I actually used to keep a blog that was pretty much just for this game, but like I forgot the basics. Like before I started the stream, I was probably on here maybe an hour ago, just like reading the manual because it had been so long. I forgot how to even talk to my creatures. Um, but yeah, the timing just kind of worked out. I got an itch to start playing this game, and then I saw that it was actually released on Steam at the beginning of the month, which is great news because with the Steam release, you were able to get mall breeds, which is like a special collection of Norn breeds that you could only get from the Creatures Mall, which is now a dead website. So things like the Tree Hugger Norns, Toxic Norns, Banshee Grendels, which are probably my favorites. But yeah, I didn't really have any plans for this particular stream. I was just gonna kind of wing it, see if anybody was gonna hop on, see if, anybody had any ideas. But yeah, I could do like a basic tutorial kind of thing. Um, that's probably where I need to start. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna brag on myself just a little bit. I actually made a couple of these things. Like I made this bountiful bread basket. Someone else made the graphics. Mia, I never did figure out how to pronounce their name. Made the graphics for it. I made the comfort candles, which emit home smell. Jesseth, that's a hard name to pronounce. Actually made the sprites for that. It just provides sickness, or not sickness, it provides comfort for homesick creatures in this game. And I made a few others that aren't on here. What is it? Norngirl and Razgriz made the graphics for the chameleon ettins, but I made these edits to them, and I made like a bunch of different color varieties. And yeah, kind of a dork for stuff. I actually used to program. Isn't that fun? But yeah, rather than playing around with these chameleon ettins, let's play with something a little bit more vanilla-y. Even though I'm playing with a ton of like additions and changes and edits, like I actually went through and I removed the death, near death, and birth music from this game because after a while these Norn populations get so big that they're almost impossible to manage. And Norns pretty much, even if it's just one Norn, they all stay pretty close to death because of, things like hunger, sickness, old age, all kinds of stuff. So you pretty much just have to listen to near death on loop. And they breed so much that you have to listen to the birth music on loop. And I just got so sick of it, man. It's not that they're bad tracks, it's just that I want to hear the regular game music too, you know? There are a couple more things I want to add though before I get started. I want to add, or is it? It might help if I wear my glasses. If I can find it. There it is. There's one of the things that I made. I'll explain what that does in a second. And then... Oh, thank you! Like, I know that I am a huge frickin' dork, but I've embraced it. A dork is who I am, it's what I am, I am at peace with that. In fact, I kind of love that about myself. But let me... what was I doing? Oh, I was going back here. Explain what this does. So this here is a tool, and I'll show you what it does. Let's create... I want to use vanilla breed. Let's create a male Siamese. Let me say hi to this little guy. Make sure I... Okay, good. I just want to make sure I had that categorized right. Got ourselves a little Siamese Norn. Any minute now. There he is. He doesn't know how to speak yet, so we have to teach him the names of things. Let me change something. While the population's low, it's not bad to have, like, voices on, but as we get more of them... Oh, do they just keep on talking. So we can teach him the names of things, so we can go, hey, this is a plant. And he'll slowly learn the name. I can click on this, like this is a button. And that's pretty straightforward, that's all well and good, but how do you teach them to say, like, I'm hungry and stuff, right? Well, what I do, because I'm lazy, is like to drag them over here to the holistic learning machine, and I try to draw their attention to this button, because I can't push it for them. There you go. And once they press that magical blue thing just kind of teaches them all the vocabulary that they need. See, now he's saying that he is hungry for protein. So if I'm ever curious about how he's feeling, I can say express. He'll express himself. I'm quite hungry for protein. Okay, so I can say maybe eat... Oh gosh, what provides protein? I can't remember whether it's fruit? Seeds produce starch. Hang on. Food. Okay. I don't care about that. Well, yes, I know protein is meat, but they don't have an item category called meat. So it's going to be called a food, a fruit, or a seed. And I know that seeds give you starch. I think food gives you fat, and fruit gives protein, I think. So eat fruit. You can say what to see what he's doing. You eat fruit. So he's going to go eat a fruit. I hope. Sometimes they don't listen. Okay, what are you doing, bud? Drop. Okay, express. Tell me how you're feeling. Oh, you're bored. Here, push toy. Push toy. Good boy. Okay, but watch this. I can hold shift and right click, and that's how I can kind of pick him up and move him around. Um, if you're careless with it, you can actually often accidentally kill your Norns by dropping them from too high or throwing them, because that's a physics thing in this game. Didn't mean to open that. Just went to turn off any exiting. I'm gonna try something real quick. Okay. Oh, here it is. Let's see. I have done it whenever, like Grendels are attacking my Norns. Grendels are like the green, scaly... I don't know, I don't want to call them enemies because they're really not. They're more like a survival pressure, against the Norns in this game. So they do things like compete for food, sometimes they'll attack the Norns. It's just kind of in their programming. But I actually really like Grendels. I prefer them over the Norns. But I like to root for an underdog. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so this one's food, right? Yeah, food is high in fat like we thought. Fruit is high in protein, and seeds are full of starch. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. Now this thing here, you see this wavelength? What that does is it actually listens for when a Norn says hungry for protein, and then it'll just give you a protein-rich food. That kind of thing. And I can actually check on that. So hungry for protein. And he'll say he's full. Anyway, back to what this thing does. So I can pick him up and I can set him down wherever I want. If I toggle this, see how it's grayed out now? Now I can't pick him up. I can only hold his hand, which is actually my preferred way to play. That's how Creatures 3, the release before this, worked, was you actually had to go through and collect these power-ups or upgrades or whatever you want to call them that would allow you to do things like pick up your creatures. Or, I think there was one where you could control Grendels and Ettins? And then there was something else, but I can't for the life of me remember. Because I haven't been able to play Creatures 3 standalone in so long, and I haven't tried on this laptop yet, admittedly. But I actually started with Docking Station. I prefer Docking Station. But they'll actually work together. I have both now, thanks to GOG. Oh, I'm so happy about GOG. But yeah, we've got our little dude here. He's got a pretty good idea that he needs to eat food when he's hungry. So we'll tell him to rest since he's sleeping. And now we'll just leave him alone, and we'll go ahead and spawn another little Norn. This time let's spawn in a little lady Bengal. And we can close this since we're only playing with 2 right now. I know you're a happy little dude. Okay. This thing will hatch any second now. You'll know an egg is hatching when you can't pick it up anymore. Yeah, no problem. That's actually one of my favorite things about video games is teaching. I used to do like tutorials and stuff for this game too. So now we've got our little Bengal lady. We're gonna drag her over to the holistic learning machine. Now I do have a patch for the holistic learning machine because these Nors can get addicted to the thing. Go on, press it. Press it. Press it! Come on! Oh, not what I wanted. Press it. Press the blue thing. I can't do it for you. But anyway, they'll get so addicted to this thing that they'll just stand there and do nothing but press the holistic learning machine. So now I've got the game set up so that each of them can only do it once. Come on. It's not like she knows what I'm saying. Why am I saying what? Go on, press it. I know you can do it. Take away this distraction. Press it! She's gonna fall asleep, isn't she? Yes, boop. Boop the machinery. Boop it. There we go! It took long enough. But now that they can speak to us, we should probably figure out how to, you know, distinguish them from each other. In other words, let's name them. So let's name the boy since he came first. What is a good name for a cute little boy cat looking creature thingy? This just popped into my head. I kind of want to call him Marvin. Alrighty. And then the little girl, let's name her... no, let's not name her that. Felicity. Oh, Princess. That'll work. Princess. There we are. Okay. Now they're gonna have tons of resources at the beginning of all this, which is good because they're babies. And they're going to learn some of their basic survival skills here. Express. Aim board. Okay, so push toy. I know you're bored. So, oh right, we only have one toy. Let's go ahead and get them another toy. The high bounce rubber ball can get kind of out of hand. So let's get her a beach ball to play with. Look, man, she's eventually going to die of old age. That's just how it is for everything. And I think the average lifespan of a creature in this game is about 5 real hours, I want to say. 5 or 6. I would have to check, or I guess we could just play this out and see how long it takes. But, you know. So cute. It's so cute. Okay, let's see. Now, I think I can say Marvin Express, so that only he'll tell me how he's feeling. Marvin sleepy. Okay. So, rest. So you'd think you could tell them to just sleep, but that's not how that works in this game either. Much like in real life, we can't just decide when we want to sleep and then take a little micro nap or whatever, right? Like, we have to rest and then eventually sleep comes to us. That's the case for these guys too. And I'll probably get really technical and get into all the weird well, technical stuff in this game too as we go. But we'll see. I do know that I eventually want to get into doing a creature's IQ test, which is kind of like a survival test kind of thing to determine whether they can actually find food for themselves, determine whether they can do things like operate an elevator, that kind of stuff. But I'll explain how that works. With the next generation, generally speaking, you don't need to run Generation 1 creatures through the IQ test because they've got good genes. We don't need to worry about them, especially these guys. Excuse me. I downloaded a mod called Creatures Full of Edits that basically updates all of their genomes to have just a ton of updates and fixes. Wait, CFF. Okay, so it's built off of Creatures Full of Edits and fixes. So CFF, Creatures Full of Fixes. Anyway, it's full of edits and fixes to improve things like how their hunger works, to keep them from overeating. I think it helps with navigation a tiny bit. There's all kinds of cool stuff. You say you're tired, Princess? Princess Express. Rest. Good girl. Oh, good, Marvin. I'm glad you're happy. But yeah. So these guys are pretty much good on their own right now. I'm going to go ahead and pop into here. And like I said, I do have Creatures 3 on here as well. Which means that I can add things like the Norn Terrarium. Recreates the Norn Terrarium in undocked DS worlds. So there are actually two ways to start this game. The first way is the way that I've started here. It only gives you access to these 4 rooms. Right? The second way is with a docked station. So what that means is it actually attaches to the spaceship that is in Creatures 3. The way that I like to play is either with the full map, the full spaceship, everything, or if I'm doing like little nurtury, getting to know my creatures kind of games like this, is I like to add the Norn Terrarium after the fact. And boom! It has given us a much bigger area for the little Norns to, play and interact in. Now, there are a couple of things we have to do here just to make sure that this works properly. I'm going to remove these portals because we don't need them. That's okay. It's not important to the stream. You don't need to know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Going to remove these portals because, for starters, they function but they don't work. And I'm going to use a tool called Magic Words, which is a mod by Amai Coconut, to open up the D map and find CA links. Now this is going to get into the real nerd shit. Okay, so we're going to use this space here for doing the creature's IQ test, right? What we can do to expand the area that they are able to play and work in is, one, we've already created the little actual operating space here, is we can create some doors that will connect everything. So I can plonk that up here. So that I have one door here and the other door here, and you can kind of see if I can decide where I want to put this thing. Here's fine. But you can kind of see through here what it looks like on the other side. So you can see a butterfly floating on the other side. Now I'm going to create a CA link so that the creatures can actually find this space. Okay. And now let's just restart the world so that the creatures can find their way to the bigger, more grown-up space. Alrighty. Okay, Marvin. If we drag him over here and we click on the portal, click on the... Can you click on the door? We should... Come on. You can press the door. See, if he presses the door, he's supposed to be able to walk through here and then go into this whole big, beautiful space where they can live happily together. Marvin? There you are. Okay, that's great. Push the door, honey. Push door. Yeah, that... Okay, that's enough. That's enough pushing the door. You made your point. We can see that they can now make their way over here on their own. Okay. Oh, Marvin, sweetie. Thank you for that little demonstration. Excuse me. Okay. But I want him going through the door to be his own decision. So, let's just push the door again real quick. Push door. Sweetie. Okay, cool. Thank you. Now let's get you away from that thing so you can change your attention to literally anything else. I don't know what you mean by a little Kezune, but sure. Okay. There we are. Now, what are you guys doing? Pushing food. You don't need to hit food, sweetie. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, anyway, these guys are smart enough that they can kind of learn what does what for them. So they'll learn that pushing toys actually alleviates boredom. They'll learn that eating seeds satisfies their need for starch. And while they're young especially, they'll experiment with things. That's why Princess was hitting food, just to see what it would do. And over time, they'll even give each other recommendations for what they should do. So let's say Express, really sleepy, maybe right self. So that was wrong, but rest. We can tell them to rest, and then they'll eventually learn that that's what they need to do to sleep. Oh, there they go. Oh, they're so cute. I love seeing them snooze. Okay. Oh, things are pretty slow right now. There we go. We can go ahead and add another cute little Norn. Let's do a little Bruin. Come on. Come on. There we are. And let's hit, just slide him over here. take him to the holistic learning machine. There we are. Oh, thank goodness. He did it without any prompting. And we'll do a female Astronorn. Okay. What shall we name him? We have Marvin and Princess. I'll name you Felix. And when she pops out, I want to name her Starry. The decision's already been made. She has stars on her body. She's starry. All this food is starting to rot. Thankfully, they don't like to eat rotting food, so they'll pretty much leave it alone. There you go. Thank you, Starry. Let's name you now while you do that. Okay. So eat seed. Do we have any seeds here for you? Here you go. Eat seed. Take it from me. Or just eat seed. That's fine. Whatever. You're fine. You're fine. There we go. The real little ones have good instincts. That's kind of the downside to, them growing up is... And I hate to call it a downside because it's really not. When they're real little, they follow their instincts very closely just to help them survive, just like every other animal in existence ever. As they get older and they start to experiment with things, they kind of lose some of the influence of their instincts. Because of course they're growing, they're learning, they're trying out new stuff. It just helps to see, what it is they decide to do. Anyway, there are some things I want to do here. Specifically, that's not what I need. I was looking for like a egg summoner thing, but we might just need to do that manually. There are agents or mods or whatever you want to call them that help with all that, but we don't need to fuss over that just yet. Okay. Aww, making friends. Let's just check on them. So these two tabs here, they're also mods. Let's see. Let us see what life stage they're at. We can see that Princess is a little older than Felix and Starry. She's a child. I think she's actually a little bit bigger than them. Marvin is the oldest. He's an adolescent now. Teenager, basically. And I think that technically makes him old enough to breed? I think? I really don't know for sure. Um, let's check on their health. There don't seem to be any serious problems with their health. That's good. So nobody's sick with anything, you know. Nobody's real low on, like, the life chemical, that kind of stuff. Hmm. This got me thinking. There was another mod that I used to use, but let's just take a look at something here. Okay, Marvin, I'm gonna borrow you real quick, sweetie. Okay, this here is HoverDoc. What HoverDoc does is he allows us to get a better look at how the different Norns are feeling, so we can see that he doesn't have any really pressing needs. Check to see if he has any kind of, you know, infections or anything. No toxins detected. I believe that includes things like glycotoxin, alcohol, that sort of thing. And then this here just checks his fertility hormones. I know that I used to have something more comprehensive that I used to use for medical displays and things like that. But this is more in-depth than the medical monitor I have here. I remember there being, like, charts and graphs that would, like, update live. I want to say that was a meta room, though. A meta room is just, like, a room that you can add to your game. I want to say it was called the infirmary or something? I'll look into it later. But, you know. And I guess if we wanted to add some kind of discomfort or survival pressure or something, we could introduce them to stingers. Now, these stingers here are basically wasps. As you might imagine, they sting things, especially things that, you know, try to interact with them. And whenever you click on this pod here, it actually deposits a queen along with the rest of your little stinger hive or whatever. You can see one of them just died. I wonder what that was about. They also die of old age, but we're not going to focus on that. But they're useful for a lot of different player-made breeds. In particular, I'm thinking of the shoot. I want to call them Stinger Norns. I think they were created by Kitty Takara, and they survived by eating stingers. Likewise, I created my own variant of you know, the chameleon Edens that also ate stingers. I don't have them on here because I didn't want to just overwhelm my list here with stinger norns. Or, sorry, stinger eating Edens, but again, we'll not focus on that too much. But yeah. Thank you, HoverDoc. Actually, let's keep HoverDoc in our pocket, just in case. And, ooh, now that I'm thinking about it, I think I can plant some of this bamboo. It's a really colorful plant. Up here, I think it'll grow. Or maybe down here. We'll just have to see. Alright. But yeah, there's an absurd number of useful tools that you can find online for this game. Tools and mods and all kinds of stuff. You can even do things like do genetic analysis, study their brain chemistry, just all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, it looks like Princess is getting a little older. Hey, Prin. You know, I really like the color of the bamboo here. I like the pink and the oranges. The bamboo is this stuff down here. And that actually has its own genetics, believe it or not. So, like, the genetics for the bamboo determine how tall the plant will grow, what color the berries are, what color the leaves are. It's really cool stuff. And you'll find that it starts to homogenize after a while, which is fine, but you know. Okay. I do want to check something though. These are called Tuba Plants, and these are called... Nope, nope, not you, Marvin. You're not the thing I was trying to click on. These things are called snot rocks. Oh, don't slap each other. What's wrong with you? The problem with Norns slapping each other is that it's very difficult to capture when they do it. It's really hard to capture when they do anything, truth be told, because the focus of their attention changes so rapidly. So you never know whether you're going to correct them or praise them for the behavior that you really want to praise them for. So they'll just go from slapping to kissing each other in an instant, and there's not a lot you can do. I mean, again, you can download mods that prevent that entirely, but we're not going to get too fussed with that. I'm glad you're happy, Felix. Okay. So, let's try this. Princess Express. She's making a face. Princess Happy. Okay. Alright, thank you. Let's see. Marvin Express. Okay, so Marvin Rest. Okay, Starry says she's happy. Felix is sleepy. Felix Rest. Go on. There we are. I wonder how much longer till they're adults. So we're about 33 minutes in. Thank you for Marvin for also doubling as our timer. Okay, and speaking of, let me open up my Twitch dashboard thingy on my phone here. There we are. And I'll turn on my little space heater while I'm at it. It's too cold. I like fall, but I don't like winter. We're getting awfully close to winter. Or actually, has winter started already? When does winter start? Oh, yesterday. It started yesterday. Alright. That's fine. I spent most of yesterday sick too, so whatever. I mean, I did manage to get some streaming in yesterday, but I just happened to feel up for it before I got very violently ill. Alright. Why are you making that face, honey? Okay, what are you doing? She's looking. Princess Express. Princess Rest. And let's just see. She's sleepy and needs to take a nap. Yep, we got that. She's pretty happy. Okay, Marvin. He's quite content. Felix is quite content. Starry is quite content. It's not the most exciting, you know, watching, but eh. Looks like everybody pretty much wants to hang out in the swampy, marshy part of the, I think this part is called the Capillata, I think. I don't know for sure. Let's go ahead and take this bountiful bread basket elsewhere. I wonder if I can lure them here with the smell of food. I know I enjoy bread. Oh, Starry, I'm sorry you're bored. Yeah, that machinery doesn't work anymore, so... I mean, press it all you want, but it's not going to do anything. I'm going to very strongly urge you all to go up here. And, I mean, maybe push this cool door. Maybe. Hey, John. Hello. I'm playing an old game no one's heard of. You know, instead of playing Suikoden, because I'm waiting on the results of a poll right now. And I'm trying to get these beloved things to go through that door so that they can go explore the bigger, grander world that's available to them instead of just being in this little pod that they're living in. It's sad. I keep forgetting that doors don't quite work as intended. At least not these doors. The poll is Suikoden 1 or 2, and I've gotten no votes. Unless, you know, I've gotten any votes in the last 5 hours or so. I haven't really checked since then. Let's see. Nope, no votes yet. The poll is on Twitter. I've got it running for another day, by the way. Starry, why are you running away from food? I don't understand. Well, let's just check on something. I just want to see whether the bamboo is growing or not. It doesn't look like it is. That's a pity. Okay, what are you doing, honey? Express yourself, please. Princess is happy. Okay. Good, thank you. Well, I'm glad they found this little musical gadget up here. Okay, Marvin, I'm going to insist you join Princess in the greater, grander world that's available to you. I'm going to heartily insist. There she is. Okay, cool. So she's actually starting to explore. That's good. I'm glad you're happy, hon. Let's see, what toys do we have? That's a toy. We can leave that where it is. It'll encourage them to explore a little bit. We don't need this gun. Let's see. Honestly, I never could get the Norns to use this thing by themselves. I don't think they really can. I think that's just for me. So I'm not going to worry about it. Are there any other toys we can incorporate. Mm, I like variety with toys. I think I just got a text. Hang on. Oh, neat. Let's check that. Huh. Okay. Ba ba ba. Hover hook. I think these are toys. Trapdoor slinker. I'm trying to find a good toy for these things. I'm surprised I didn't download more of them. That's on me. Mecha Grundle. That's a toy, right? Yeah, that's a toy. Okay. Let's see. There we are. And while we're here, let's also go ahead and activate Snap Out of it. Okay. Okay, that's just a visual indicator. Good. Now what Snap Out of it does is it basically snaps creatures out of their funk or whatever it is they're stuck in. Because while these guys are pretty smart, especially with the creatures full of fixes edits to their genomes, they can still get to a place where they just get literally physically stuck because of some kind of weird glitch in their programming or in their brains or whatever that causes them to just stop moving. It's the weirdest thing. So, like, they can starve to death, they can get bored, and then just be fixated on how bored they are, not doing anything about it. So, what this mod does is it just kicks them in the brain every 30 seconds in a non painful way to get them to move and do something. You'll find it happens a lot in like Dead Space, like in here where there's nothing to interact with. So I don't like these cameras. I'm gonna... because they don't really do anything. There we go. There's the last one. Like, I'm not gonna be playing the game from in here, so it's stupid. Alright. What you doing, Felix? Okay, Felix is looking a little bit older now. He just got a little bit bigger. This is called Creature's Docking Station. For some reason, whenever I, tried to type in the game for Twitch, it didn't have Creature's Docking Station available, so I picked the closest thing, which was Creatures 3. Technically, Docking Station and Creatures 3 are like expansions of each other, but you can get Docking Station for free on Steam now. What you doing, Starry? Glad you're happy, Starry. Let's see how Princess is. Hey, Prin Prin. What are you doing? Alright, weirdo. What are you doing? Oh, she's sleeping. That's what she's doing. Let's get everybody to express themselves. He's sleepy. Sleepy. She's happy. That's fine. I'm going to encourage them to come over here by dropping a toy. Actually, let's drop both of the toys back here. This might encourage everybody to come out here. Oh, what's little mouse wheel scroll? Gotta keep an eye on here, over here by the pond. Because these things aren't very smart and they can accidentally drown themselves. Let's just drag you away from there. Okay. So they're pretty spread out here. Maybe I can ask if lonely and that'll prompt them to do something. Nope, they're content. Ugh. Okay, what about you, princess? Are you lonely? You're also content. Well then. I guess I can't count on them to seek out each other right now. Hmm. Are you guys getting bored yet? Oh. Well then. Okay, Felix push toy. Can you find toy? Excuse me. That is not a toy. Hmm. Sorry, why are you telling them to go to the right? That doesn't actually do anything. Oh, princess, you're going to drown yourself, aren't you? Please don't do that, princess. Things are way too peaceful. I like excitement and chaos. Not a lot of chaos. I'm actually joking. I'm a very boring person who likes very quiet things. But when it comes to my video games, I like excitement and chaos. That's why I started playing with Randy Random in, RimWorld. Glad to see this mod doing its job. Now let's drop the hover dog on her to see what her needs are. She's content, doesn't seem to need anything. Loneliness. She's starting to feel a little bit lonely. More sleepy than anything. A little bit bored. What about the other three? None of them is terribly lonely. They're dealing with a lot of sleepiness more than anything else. Maybe if they just see what a door does. Sorry, push door. If they can see what pushing a door does, maybe that'll encourage them all to go through the door. I apologize for that sound effect. Okay, so they're all playing with the door now. That's good. Push the door. Go on, push the door. Thank you, honey. You have fun pushing that door. Okay. Princess, how are you doing? You are quite bored. Have a toy. There you go. Looks like Felix and Marvin are snoozing away. You look sleepy. Probably gonna fall asleep here in a minute. Okay, maybe a rest. They're just always tired. All they do is sleep. Okay, guys. How are we feeling? Quite hungry for starch. Maybe push dispenser. Maybe push dispenser. Push dispenser. Felix? Wait, Marvin. I'm gonna hurt you. Okay, that's fine. Push dispenser. There you go. There's your bread. I love this game's music. I really do. Well, I guess those two just... Well, he's gonna keep playing with the door, but she's going to do her thing. Oh, Princess, you're lonely. Maybe approach Norn. Lonely. Approach Norn. You can do a Prin Prin. Approach Norn. I know that you know that command. Approach Norn. Approach Norn. Well, of course you're happy. You got that whole dang fucking bread basket to yourself. Of course you're happy. Okay, so it looks like Marvin has decided to join us. Approach Norn. I know you're lonely. Go approach Norn. Whatever. Maybe approach Norn. Okay, what are you doing? Approach Norn. Maybe hit nest. I'm sure that'll keep you from feeling lonely for at least until the swelling stops. Okay. Marvin, why don't you go say hi to, what's her face? Princess Lone. Yes, Princess. Maybe approach Norn. What this is the door works too quickly. Oh, we have a pregnancy. Yeah, what's happening here is the doors work too quickly. So they never really, what's the word? So they never really register that they have pushed the... They never really register that they have pushed the door to activate it. So, like what Princess is doing here is she's feeling homesick, so she's going to approach the Norn home. And she wants to approach the Norn home because that's where she wants to lay her egg. I'm gonna see if I can find a better door real quick. Door for creatures exodus. Uh, that's a good point. Maybe instead of using these, I can try something else. I think I've already got the archway. Oh, these also work too fast. Let's go ahead and grab this egg real quick. And we'll just park it here. Just for now. I want to say that there was a better door or portal or something in this game. Should just take me a second. Yep, I'm also AFK, sort of. I'm away from game. But these guys are pretty good at taking care of themselves, at least for the first generation, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's try Portal. No, that's not gonna help me either. You know what? Let's see what these things are categorized as. They're teleporter. I don't like that. Man. I seem to remember there being some kind of, like, door thing that you could run, or that you could use. Let's try these archways. I think they do have the same problem. Okay. We'll just have to experiment and see. Let's hit D map again. Find CA links just to make sure we've got these things positioned where they need to be. Okay, hit D map again. Hide CA links. And this is a portal. Let's see if this makes a difference. Okay, so we have our new little hatchling. Let's take a look at her stats. I think there's a way to do it. F1. Yeah, I thought there was a way to do it. Oh well. So this is going to be the offspring. Oh, not what I wanted to do. The... Why does that keep happening? The offspring of... Okay, so it doesn't actually show any lineage. Wonderful! I'm glad. Okay, let's just go ahead and guide her through the IQ test, because she's not actually old enough to pass it yet. For some reason, the way that these things are made is creatures are unable to smell things like food. that they need to survive. Just FYI. Until they reach a certain age. I can't remember what age that is. But, you know, we're not going to worry about that too much. Now let's guide this little one over here to the holistic learning machine. Hopefully she'll press it. Go on. Thank you. Alright. I'm glad you're happy. And what shall we name her? Let's name her... You know what? I really like the name Avery for a girl for some reason. Okay. And I'm going to keep looking for a teleporter or something. Just something that might help us here. Interporter. God. Ugh. Finally I find it. Let's put it in the agents folder. And now let's install that thing. It's called the Interporter for DS. Let's remove these ugly portals. These ugly, don't quite work right portals. Let's see. Okay, I've already forgotten the name of the other thing that we had. Random teleporters are fun, but they also have a high risk of killing your creatures. Interporter is what we want. Archway. We'll get rid of that. Okay. Cool. So, now let's open this thing up. Any age, we want this to be a... I believe that means door. Okay, cool. Never mind. I think I've got a grasp of how this thing is supposed to work. I think... Oh, whoops. I keep forgetting I can't use WASD controls to navigate in here. Let's open this thing up. Power it on. And let's see, this is a portal. It needs to be a door. There we are. And this one is also a door. Okay, we don't seem to have as many problems with rapid teleportation. See, it takes a second, which is what we're looking for. Okay. Now this little one, Express. You are very bored, so push toy. I don't think she has instincts to find toys, again, because of that whole they can't smell anything problem. So let's just bring her a toy. There we are. Very good. Okay. So, let's see how you two feel. Very hungry for starch. Starry eats seed. There's gotta be some seeds around here for you to eat there, Starry. Yep. And let's also see about getting some toys. Find toys. Something less obnoxious than the high bounce ball. Hopefully, preferably. Desirably. And let's see what we got. I'm looking for... Let's see. Trying to find some toys that I like that aren't, you know, like overpowered or anything. Like, I'm not looking for teaching toys, for example. And it turns out it's not common to find, like, useful toys for the, for this particular edition of the game. It's very strange. Okay, so this makes sense. Let's just use these. Again, nothing overpowered. These here. Once I get them loaded in. Or just like a wooden ball, wooden blocks. Much more suitable for baby creatures, if I do say so myself. Yeah, you two better not drown. Oh, let's see. That's a toy. This is a dispenser. Okay. Are you feeling homesick? She's feeling very secure, so we don't need to worry about her feeling homesick or anything. Let's get both of our ladies back out there, because I want to do some testing real quick. Feeling regular sick? You and me both. Like, all I've had to eat today is bread. It's like a brioche bun that I cut in half. And on one half I had a fried egg, and on the other half I had cream cheese and cherry jam, and that's it. That's all I've been able to eat today. Which is uncommon for me, but, you know, not trying to get too caught up in all that. Let's see. I'm sorry you're feeling regular sick, though. Princess is homesick. Why is Princess homesick? We do have a workaround for that, too. We can place a comfort candle. That's a good place for the comfort candle. I want to say... excuse me. Right here should be good. Got the hiccups. And let's see what else. Just adding stuff like crazy to this game. Alrighty. Let's just check something here. She is content, a little bit sleepy. Let's see how her fertility is doing. Estrogen, arousal potential. Let's see. I can't remember whether Norns go through, like, a menstrual cycle or not. Okay, see Marvin. Or, sorry, Felix and Marvin. Maybe I should do name tags. There we go. Okay, Avery, how are you doing? Avery is lonely. Yes, a minstrel cycle. I'm sorry you're lonely, Avery. That sounds terrible. Though you know what? It's probably better than the cramping. Alright. How are you feeling, Felix? Okay, are you feeling friendly? Friendly means horny. Are you feeling friendly? If anything, you're bored. That's unfortunate. Do I have this set right? Yeah, that's a door. Okay, good. Maybe go find the boys? So we can keep getting interesting little creatures like Avery? Maybe go find the boys? Go find? Princess? Please? Outright refusal. Got it. Let's see. Marvin, don't you do it. Don't you do it, Marvin. I'm glad Felix is preoccupying himself. I wonder if there's a good nursery room where we can, you know, keep our baby Nortons until they reach an age where they can take the IQ test to verify their independence and survivability or something. Because normally this would be like a learning room, but as you can see, I'm clicking on it, it doesn't actually do anything. So that's not going to be any help to us at all. Okay. Hmm. I'm looking for finished rooms that I can use. Just something small that I can stick the babies in to keep them safe until they're old enough. Problem is, a lot of these rooms are huge. Most of these are not suitable for babies. Let's just check on their stats real quick. Okay, Starry, Princess, Felix, and Marvin are all fully grown now. Okay, cool. Still just looking for a good place. Or maybe that, infirmary room that I seem to remember but may or may not exist would be a good place. Oh well. Not gonna worry about it too much. I guess if it came down to it, I could just use this room here to take care of the babies until they're old enough to take the IQ test. Though this would be their destination, so I don't know. Maybe we'll get less fussed with moving people into the Northern Forest terrarium here. Once we get a bigger population, um, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and set the breeding limit to 24. I don't know what Marvin's doing. Let's see. How old is Avery now? She's a child, 19 minutes. She should be old enough to take the old IQ test. So let's just pick her up, put her in here. She brought a little food with her, so she's got a little bit of an advantage. Princess is pregnant again, and it looks like this time Felix is the father. Oh. Avery has a bacteria with histamine B and antigen 1. Let's see. Hover doc. Let's have a look. Bacteria found. There's our bacteria. Okay, we see one little bacteria floating around here. If we kill the bacteria with this pink spray, it should alleviate it. What toxins does she have? She has histamine B and antigen 1. Okay. Hover dog, just keep on spraying that bacteria killer. We don't need this bacteria in here killing babies before they've had a chance to even start the IQ test. There we are. Thank you, Hover Doc. Bacteria are gone, but it looks like she's still dealing with histamine B and antigen 1. Now, let's see if I can find the infirmary that I seem to remember. Oh, well, there it is. Okay, let's see if it's still downloadable. It does work in docking stations, so let's just extract that to here. I know, Avery, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've got the sneezes. Also, I'm glad that this egg is here by the comfort candle because that means that the agent works. Let's just drop this egg here. Okay, Avery, baby, hang on. Let me get the infirmary set up. It may be in here. Okay, let's just double check, make sure. Okay, yeah, I have to do it from the C3 menu. Infirmary, there we are. Okay, there's that. And now, how are we feeling, sweetheart? Histamine A and B. Antigen 23 is actually going down. She may not need any sort of medical intervention. She's getting hungry, which is good. We actually want that. All histamine A and B are doing are making her sneeze. By antihistamine, which is found in lemons. Okay, let's see if we can bring her some. Sorry, Star, I need these. Let's bring her some lemons. Eat fruit. That'll help you. Eat fruit. Go on, eat fruit. Okay, it looks like she only has histamine B, which is just making her cough and sneeze. She's fine. She doesn't need any more medical intervention. Ow! Now that I think about it. Avery. Health mode check. This is what I was thinking about. We probably didn't even need the infirmary. Toxic chemicals. It releases food into the chamber. Yeah, I don't need you hitting stuff in there. That fumigates the chamber, releases detecting spray. Okay, and that there is the health graph. Okay, Avery, let's see where you go. I'm going to put this hover dock on you so we can keep an eye on you. Again, did not mean to open that. Still got some histamine B. Let's move these things into that other room. The agent's room, we'll call it. And toxins are all done. We can put these back in our pocket. Or put hoverdock back in our pocket. I think this baby here is going to be fine. We'll put these in that agent room as well. What's this thing? Okay, that can stay in here. Put all of these cameras in here, where they can pretty much just stay out of the way. Well, no, these things can stay in my pocket. And you know what? The cameras might be best in my pocket as well. Loath though I am to say it. But no, the reason these are going to have to stay here is so that creatures can't accidentally teleport out of this thing here. Okay. Let's see how Avery does. And just like that, she's passed the IQ test. All she needed to do was navigate from the teleporter room to here, and that's considered a pass, because the way the game works is once a creature gets hungry enough for starch, fat, or protein, they start to seek out food. And the way they do that is by smell. So just to give her a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a reward, whatever you want to call it, I could just dump a bunch of food on her. And then that'll help her recover from her illness as well. Especially with all those lemons. Okay, hover dock. Looks like she's doing alright. Nothing new. I'm just glad we had the medical monitor there to alert us to her having caught something. Okay. Oh. Let's just kill that door. There we go. Okay. Room is sterile. If we felt so inclined, and I'm gonna go ahead and use that baby as an example. Uh, or not. I think there's a summon command that someone created. I think. Let me check. The website I'm using to pull all these is awfully slow. Here it is, Creature Finder. Okay. Let's install this. It's called Creature Finder by LizDude. Let's install that real quick. And let's name you Baby. So we'll summon. Oh no, I need to. I need to actually install the thing first. Hang on. Creature Finder. No, not Creature Detector. Creature Finder. Creature Finder? Where's Creature Finder? Did I install it to the right folder? Oh, nope, I'm a doofus. Okay, put that there. Let's eject creaturefinder.cos. And now let's test this thing out. I should be able to summon Baby. There it is. And now we can get a quick rundown of everything that's going on. So we can see that she's starving for starch, which means that if I drop her here, and her instincts kick in, usually when they're a child rather than when they're a baby. Oh, Starry's pregnant! Usually when they're a child, she's still a little bit too young, I think. Yeah, she's too young. Then they can, go and try to pass the test. Let's check out the stats for this little egg. Put it here. Unnamed Norn. Doesn't have a name yet. I'm gonna call this Baby 2. Just because it doesn't have a name yet, obviously. And I'm also going to drop it down in here just for now. There has to be like a nursery or something that I can put these things in until they're ready for the test. There has to be something. Downloads. Uh, okay. Looking for rooms for docking station. That's for creatures 1. Hmm. This could work. I think I found a room that can work for now. Let's see. Princess has also laid an egg. Drop that in here. And I want to try this room here. It's just called Terra Reborn. This is a beta. Oh. Okay. Interesting description. Oh, the installation failed. Okay, that's probably because I need to install something else. Kill the agent, thank you. Let's try this. Watch me break a room on screen. Stick it in catalog. Let's try this again. Nope. Okay, so that's just not going to work. Oh, game crashed. Oops. Okay, let's see. It doesn't look like we've lost anything. There's baby Avery. Oh, we lost a lot, didn't we? Oh, we lost a lot. That's okay. That's okay. It really is. Truly, it's okay. I'm gonna see if I can find another room that might work for a nursery, though. Let's try this one. It's just called Terra. It should hopefully work. And you know, we really don't need the infirmary anyway. It's not sour grapes, it's just, I'd actually forgotten that the teleporter room also doubled as medical bay. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay. So I injected Terra, but I don't see Terra. That's not working either. How am I supposed to find a good nursery? I guess I'll just keep looking. Maybe this'll do. I always knew that there was going to be a point in this game where you guys are going to see me break the game. I always knew it. Okay, there's Princess with her pregnancy. It's just called Norn Garden. There it is, Norn Garden. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove this door. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to hit the console and I'm going to type in kill hots. All that does is delete everything underneath the cursor. There we go. No doors. No doors for you. And I think this will be a suitable nursery for our little babbies. At least until they're ready. Thank you for the egg. Drop that there. Avery, you're still tiny and adorable. So I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to put you in the dorm garden. I know, it's not fun being lonely. Let's see. Just in case... Oh, I thought I installed the force fields. Just in case, let's install a force field. If I can find one. And actually, I need to finish moving all this crap out of the way too. Because that got undone. Let's just move these cameras where they're just kind of regular out of the way. Don't need this gun. We might as well kill hots on that too. And these teleporter thingies can go in my pocket. Glad you're happy, Avery. Let's see. It's like a literal force field that you can put up to protect your little creatures. There we are. Found it. Install that here. Okay, it's called Selective Force Field, so I may have just missed it. And we're just going to put this here. All creatures. There we go. And that's going to prevent them from, you know, running over here and drowning to death. Because creatures aren't very smart. Okay, so you I will call Baby 1. And I need to eject creature finder coast 7. Let's just try... Oh, whoops. Now let's just try summon Avery real quick. There she is. Just wanted to make sure that that command worked. Okay. Oh! That's where it was. I was wondering what that was. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, did I accidentally... Okay, cool. I didn't delete those? Interesting. Terra control. Terra control. Bacteria detection. Automated food supply. I feel like this might actually be the ideal nursery here. What are these? Just regular seeds? It looks an awful lot like Creatures 2, doesn't it? seed, food. Huh. It's fine. Okay, Avery, you're old enough now to do the IQ test, so let's go ahead and do that. And we should probably move that training dummy, too. I don't like that thing where it is. Let's see. There it is, dummy control. This whole thing, even going through and downloading old mods, is just stirring up so much nostalgia for me. Let's see. It might just be called dummy control. There it is. I think I made it so that I can pick it up. Yep. Let's drop it here. Excuse me for a second. Oh, my voice is getting tired. Alright, Avery, what are you doing? You're tired. Okay, why don't you rest? And let's check on the others. There's Marvin. Felix. Princess is hanging out with the boys. Baby One's not really doing anything. And there's Starry. How you doing, Starry? She's looking a little sleepy, too. Express. You're bored. Why don't you go play with a toy? If you're bored. It's so peaceful here. I kind of love it. I kind of love how peaceful it is here. Okay, Avery, what are you doing? Still playing with that thing? Stick a hover dock on you and see where your needs are. She's bored. What about her other needs, like food? You're an adolescent. You should be old enough now to just look for food when you're hungry. You're a little hungry for starch. That is some clever programming. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm going to let Avery get a little bit closer to the center of the screen here, and I'm going to hover over the hover dog panel, and that's going to stop him in his tracks. And I guess it's so that I can actually read this thing without him jittering around. There we go. And he just teleports back to Avery. Alright. Avery, you have passed. Congratulations, again. I say again, even though you have no memory of anything that happened. And I'm gonna kill Hots here, because we don't want the babies to be escaping into the main game until they're old enough. Okay. Baby One, how are you? You probably haven't messed with the holistic learning machine yet. Yeah, not yet. That's okay. And that said, I guess I could stick a vocabulary teaching toy in here somewhere. I'm sure. And I wonder if Bamboo would be helpful in here. I wonder if it would grow in here. Just in case it doesn't, let's provide the babies with some carrots. Oh. Brutal ignore, brutal ignore, brutal ignore. Huh, I have never had problems with garden box not working before. Kill the agent. Oh, that is unfortunate. I have never had problems with garden box before. Oh no, I've just got that line there. Oh, you guys like watching me break everything? Well, the carrots are growing. So it worked. Just perhaps not exactly the way we wanted it to. Either way, there's carrots. Let's see if we can install apples. Or actually, kill the agent. Let's... Oh, okay, cool. So it actually created a new instance of the outline thingy. Let's create... Oh, so I actually have to uninstall and reinstall it? Well, that's not gonna frickin' work. Brutal ignore. That's the right area. Keep brutal ignoring. Confirm. And now we should... Yep, we've got apples and carrots growing in this area. I think. Okay. Patch plants. Huh. It's so weird. I have never had problems with garden box working before. Oh well. We've got the gist of what we need in here. Oh, and I guess Norngarden keeps on installing the doors. Hmm. That's okay. We have a workaround for that too. We've got the door hiders here that we can use. They literally just hide doors. Brutal ignore. And just to keep the game from getting interrupted every 4 seconds, we're going to enable auto kill. And what that does is it automatically kills agents that are causing glitches. So let's put this here. That makes that door invisible. We'll put that there. That makes that door invisible. And let's find CA links. Okay, cool. So this actually exists. So we break CA link. And because I'm curious... Okay, cool. So that link does exist too. So this door, or whatever this is, should actually work. Okay, cool. I'll hide CA links. And I think I'm done with my nerd stuff. Okay, baby one, how old are you? You are a child now, so we can run you through the IQ test just to see if you can survive. We don't want you to bring any, super negative mutated genes into the population or anything. Yes, flib indeed. And let's see if I can get like a vocabulary toy or something in here. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand. Okay, here it is. The Vocabulizer. It's not a toy, exactly, but you know what? It gets the job done. Oh no, actually this thing teaches all of the Norns their vocabulary. I'll install it for future runs, just in case I decide to do like a wolfling run or something. There's gotta be something else. Vocab bot? Yeah, let's do vocab bot. It doesn't teach them their complete vocabulary, but that's okay. Just installing so much crap on this thing. Vocab bot, there we go. And we'll just plonk this in our nursery. It doubles as a toy, so that'll be good. And I don't know how much exploring in here will actually do. Bonus room, I guess. Okay, now where were we? Oh. Oh. Marvin dislikes Felix, but everybody loves Princess. Okay, Starry, what about you? That long kiss is an indicator that they are breeding. Starry, express yourself for me, honey. I'm sorry you're bored. Push... Maybe push toy? Oh, excuse me. Go ahead and turn this off because we don't really need it right now. Oh! Vocab-bot converted the regular robot toy into a vocabulary toy too. Neat. Exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, baby one, what are you doing? Passing the IQ test? Passing the survivability test? Seems to be the case. Okay, thank you, Hoverdock. And these guys are just going to keep on professing their love. Now, I find their voices to be really grating and aggravating and annoying once they start to get into, like, just looping conversations like this. God, I hate that. But, that's fine. It's fine. Oh, we've got another pregnancy. Princess is pregnant. Let's see where she goes. She may go back to Capolata to go to the little incubation plate that's on the left side. Or she may go to this comfort candle. We'll just have to see. Ah, she's going to the comfort candle. I don't know why I moved that pig like that. There we go. She'll drop that egg in a second. Baby one, you deserve a name. What shall we call you? Call you Jenny. And this egg can get moved into the nursery. Now, fun fact, if I wanted to, I could freeze the eggs by dropping them in the water instead. And that just prevents them from hatching, but we're not going to do that. Oh, cool. The bamboo is growing. So let's see if we can plant some more. There is no such thing as too much food for a nursery. And actually, I wonder if we can remove... Nope, we can't remove the meta room. That's fine. I don't know how this little hummingbird got down there. Or these ants. That's how they're getting down here. They're just getting stuck. And they're running away from me. There, goodness. Starry seems to be enjoying the single life over here. She's content. How are the boys doing? They don't like each other nearly as much. Both feeling kind of sleepy. But thankfully it doesn't look like they're starting any fights or anything. Oh, Starry, you know the solution is to go play with toys. So go play with some toys. Okay. Oh, aren't you cute? You look like, mostly fallow Norn. Let's see, fellow Norns are going to be Marvin and Princess are your parents. And for now, we will call you Baby 1, because we already named the other baby. A regular name. A normal name. You haven't earned a name yet. But you can play with this toy when you get bored. Yes, the Toto. Push the Toto. It will teach you words. Like quiet. Okay, let's just make sure we don't have any fast agers or anything. I don't think we should have too many problems with fast agers in this game, given that they do have a modified genome. We shouldn't have any problems with immortality either. Oh, Avery, why don't you go seek out other Norns? Okay, Ginny. Ginny, you need to go meet the holistic learning machine. Because you don't know your words yet. So come along. Push the thing. It's machinery, not mama. I'm mama. Machinery. Come on. Oh yeah, this isn't most people's kind of game. This is a very niche game. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Jenny, push the machine. Thank you! It is a very me game. Like, for a couple of years there, I was part of a community of gamers that pretty much played this a ton. I used to develop mods for it. It's just... Oh, I love this game. I love this game, you guys. Okay, Jenny, you're old enough now. I think you might be able to join the grown-up Norns. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be continuing with this particular save in the future or not. It's kind of a weird one. I mean, I already crashed it once, so you can see that I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Just because I don't play this game like I used to. Oh, well, thank you, little tick. Um, but yeah, what was I saying? Oh, I'm probably not going to continue with this particular save if I play this game on stream again, just because it was weird, it was buggy, we had a lot of problems with it. I want to iron out a lot of the issues before I try to play this game on a Twitch stream again. I'm glad I was able to figure out a lot of problems, like to use the interporter instead of the Tori or the, what are you two doing? Or those weird, arches. All my fish are dead. Oh no. All my fish. But, yeah, well, that's a problem for future cat to figure out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the ASMR music, at least. And maybe you learned something. Either way, if anybody... Oh, it's alright. But yeah, if anybody watching this now or in the future decides they want to try this game, you can find it for like $6 on Steam now. And that's if you decide to get Creatures 3. Docking Station, that's just these first 4 rooms here are available for free. And you can also get the Mulbreeds that used to cost money, and the Science Kit, which allows you to like open up their brain and look at their chemistry and analyze their genes and stuff like that for free. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna call it. I think I've been recording for... How old is Marvin? I've been recording for nearly 2 hours now. Actually, it's probably been 2 hours because we did lose about 10 minutes, I want to say it was, whenever the game crashed that first time. But yeah, that's going to be it from me for the night. Thanks for coming in, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Love you!